All right, we're back. We're talking with Paul from Casa Estates. He is the winemaker at Casa. Thanks a lot for talking to me, Paul. And this has been kind of an interesting experience for me so far tonight already, because I'm finally talking to a lot of people from Prince Edward County, which I haven't really had the opportunity to do before. If you had to put your finger on the pulse and just say, okay, the main difference, if there was going to be one, between winemaking in Prince Edward County and, say, Niagara, what would it be?
The first big thing is soil. When we dig down about 2 to 3 feet in the soil, it's solid limestone. Okay. So that's a big thing. The next is going to be the weather, definitely. We've got a lot of cold weather to deal with in eastern Ontario.
Yeah, a little bit, a lot of snow too. Casa Estates, what makes them particularly stand out in your mind compared to the competition out there?
Well, we're the largest planting of vinifera grapes in the county with 65 acres. We've been pushing forward with a lot of sparkling wine as well as Cab Franc, and we've even done a Passamento, so like an Amarone style wine. So
really?
Yes, we're the first ones in the county to do that.
I was going to say, I haven't heard much about that. Tell me about that a little bit.
So basically what I did is, after harvesting the grapes, I laid them on racks, dried them for 5 weeks, and then fermented them. So I brought the sugar. I measure sugar in bricks. So I harvested at 22 bricks, and I brought it up to 28 bricks. So the resulting is a bigger, more full-bodied wine at 15% alcohol.
Wow. Okay, so it's a big wine.
Oh yeah, it's a big one.
It means business. Yes. For the uninitiated, still learning about wine, a little bit like me, say, talk about the aging process. You said you let it ferment for 5 weeks, as compared to. What?
I actually let it dry out. So they turned into raisins for 5 weeks, and then I fermented them after that. So that's what you're doing, is you're concentrating all the flavors. All the sugars, the acids, flavors. Good and bad. So you have to make sure the grapes are in really good condition when you harvest to be able to do this process.
Okay, and the process ends when? So you take it through the 5 weeks of the drying, and then you do the fermenting?
Then I ferment it, and then I put it into barrel for 2 years.
Wow.
And so
it's a labor of love, eh? Like you're waiting
definitely.
2.5, 3 years to see what you've got.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm doing it. I love what I do, and everyone's always told me you have to do what you enjoy doing, so that's what I'm doing.
How long have you been at Casa Day?
I've been at Casa Day since 2009.
Wow.
So I started out my winemaking career. I was in the first graduating class at Niagara College. I spent 6 years at Peninsula Ridge, and then 4 years at Creekside, making the Mike Weir Wayne Gretzky wine along with them.
Wow, okay.
And then up to the county.
Is it just me, or it seems weird to me? I thought when I started talking to winemakers, I'd meet all these old guys coming out from a cellar, and I'm meeting a lot of young people making wine.
Definitely, there's more and more younger people, because like me, I grew up with my grandfather, my father making wine, and it's something I always enjoy doing, and I think you're seeing more and more of that happening now. Let's do what we enjoy doing.
Fantastic. Let's do what I enjoy doing. Let's drink some. You mind giving me a little sample? See what we got.
Sure. How about some bubbles?
I love the sparkling. Let's try that out. So what do we have here, Paul?
So what we have here is our Deas Cuvée, and it's a blend of Chardonnay, Pinot Noir grapes, done in Charmat method. Charmat method means that the secondary fermentation was done in a tank versus individual bottles.
Okay.
So if you've had Prosecco is done in that method, and it's to keep it crisp, clean, light, fruity, very refreshing.
Okay. All right, let's try some. Just gonna pour this up. Cheers, Paul.
Cheers.
You can't go wrong with bubbly, eh?
Never.
There's some people don't like it. I love it.
I say celebrate every day, and this is a perfect way to celebrate.
That's all. Thanks a lot for talking to us, Paul. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Nice talking to you.
All right.
Cheers.